Yeah, so I saw this thing, a little bit of it, and not that I actually got FOMO watching this. So if you don't know, Gold River did a live stream of him randomly going through all of the LOA on place, but this is the LOA on Festa event. This is the first time thing. And part of me is bummed only for two reasons. A, I would have liked to have gone because I do feel like I probably could have maybe bumped into Gold River somewhere. And then B, okay, I'm like kind of split about this because, okay, so in some ways I'm like, you know what, dude? Maybe Gold River leaving, okay, I don't want to say it's a good thing because it could definitely not be a good thing, but it could be a good thing because maybe it invites some change into the game. Like maybe as much as I liked having Gold River around, maybe his decision making is responsible. Like there is definitely something, well, there's just some things that I want. Okay, so I want the game to be a little different, but that's what I want. What I want isn't always what everybody wants, and what everybody wants isn't always what's best for the game, and vice versa, right? Like what I want might not be best for the game. But if I got to pick the direction of the game, I would change the direction of the game a little bit. That's something that I felt for honestly over a year now. I still remember the day that I sat down in it was a podcast that I did with fucking Zeals, Benji, Albert, we're all there, and I remember, I mean, I always fucking do this. I'm not trying to fucking rub it in, but back then I remember saying this shit a lot. I'm like, yo, these honing rates are fucked up, bro. The amount of materials you guys need is fucked up. It is, and I was like, these, you know, and I remember saying this shit, and everyone's like, no, Stoopzz, because you don't play the game. And I still believe that the rates are a little too high. I think it's a little too hard to get the current endgame content. I think that the game's too focused on raids, but I still like playing the game, right? I still like playing the game nonetheless. So I just wish the game was more. And so I'm not gonna sit here and bitch about it, like, oh, I wish the game was more. The game needs to be more. At the end of the day, that's not how they envision the game, right? Obviously, they envision the game a certain way, and the way that I want the game to be is different from what they envision. That's fine. But so it's two ways, right? Like two ways. Before Brawl Hunting wasn't too bad, yeah. But at the time I was playing on Korea when we did this podcast, and it was in a con. And so I was saying, I'm like, no, guys, wait till you see how fucked it gets. I remember saying that. I could find the podcast episode. I remember going, and then people in the chat were like, I just remember people kind of roasting me a little bit, but I don't give a fuck. But like now, I feel like people are kind of there and they're going, yeah, it's a little fucked up. And this is the same type of, to be honest, this is the same experience that I had. Like where I was saying that you shouldn't focus on so many, you know, because if you remember, how many of you guys went into Brel with multiple 1490s, right? Brel was the launch content. And how many of you guys went into Brel? It was current multiple 1490s, right? That was, the game is just so different now, right? Where it's like hard to, an R version, even an R version, which is easier, and you know, well, I wouldn't say Voldike's necessarily easier, right? Because even though you have the hunting reduction, you also get less time, so it's hard to calculate it all. But regardless, it's like, you know what you need to reach and everything, and it's just like, yo, how the fuck do you do that compared to before? And so at that time, when I was going through it over there in Korea, I'm like, yo, this is like crazy. And they didn't let you, they didn't let you know when what the eye level was before, like fucking days before, you know? So it was like all fucked. I felt so super FOMO based. I didn't like it. I didn't like the whole direction of the game at the time. I still don't. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I'm torn because I actually feel like this dude, regardless, I'm not trying to glaze him too much, but I do feel like he's actually pretty goated when it comes to like making you feel like the people behind, like he actually gives a shit about the game. Like when I was watching this, he was like, it just felt very like wholesome, and it felt like he was just like a normal person. It didn't feel like I was watching like Ian or something, or like some I mean, now Ian's kind of doing better with WoW, but like it didn't feel like I was watching like some fucking, I don't know, like just corporate guy at some company. It felt like I was watching just like a random, like a dude that likes the, I don't know, you know what I mean? He has like a good aura. And the thing is, I feel like you can't front that all of the time. And he's done so many live streams and so many things like this in the past. And every time he does like a LOA on, at the time, it was really good. You can't like always portray that if you're not that. And so losing that fucking sucks. But maybe with the new director, the game will slowly go in a different direction, and maybe that direction's better than what it's currently, a direction that I agree with as a player, which may or may not happen, but I don't know how responsible he is for the current direction of the game. However, it could be worse, but realistically, what I think is going to happen is I don't think the guy is going to come out and do anything drastic, because he doesn't want, I don't think they're going to take any risks with this guy. I think if they're smart, they're going to have him present a lot of W's that people like, whether it be a new event or like some type of like improved hyper express or some type of reduction in horizontal or whatever, right? Like that's probably what they will do. They're probably going to have the new guy just do safe W's and not do anything drastic. That's kind of what by the way, fuck me, man. I just wish I could go there and buy some of these things. I asked Benji to buy me this Mokoko thing and this mouse pad. I don't think never that they're going to announce a reset at LOA ON. Here's the thing, guys, okay? So again, what I think and what I want is different. What I think is going to happen at LOA ON is I don't think they're not going to do anything. They're not like, yo, tier 4 is coming. Because it's just super controversial. Yes, I think tier 4 would actually be a net positive for more people playing the game today than currently do. Not for you that have a lot of time invested. But what I mean though is that I don't think they would announce that because that's going to upset people. If you just announce poggers in the chat things, I think that's what they're going to go for. I don't think they're going to want to bring in, hey, here's the new director, tier 4 next year. That's like, well, fuck. Also, tier 4 is not something that I think you would announce this early. I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's my prediction, right? But yeah, I wish I could have got some of this artwork. If they decrease honing to 25% of what it is now and focus on pumping out skins, they would make a lot of money. They'd make money like Riot, but they're stupid dumb. Well, I don't know. I do think they should decrease honing. There's got to be some changes going into the new tier. I 100% agree with you. It can't just be like, yo, here's tier 4, start over, and it's the same bullshit, right? There has to be, but it gives them the opportunity to do that. I don't think it's going to happen, by the way. They're not going to mention it here. I really think it's going to be a safe one with some cool announcements. You know, I think it'll be some cool announcements, some neat things to show off. I think the consensus this time going into LOA ON is a lot more positive, especially in Korea, than it was the last time. And last time people were hella mad. And then the West was giga mad. Now the West is probably like annoyed as fuck because they have no balance patch, but that's more of like, you know, but I wouldn't say it's like before. Before it was like, yeah, the last one was crazy. The homework shit, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think ultimately this game, you guys, is a hardcore enthusiast game. I just want to see them branch off and do different things a little bit. Not boring shit, not lame shit, but try new things is what I'd like to see. So try to create new fun content that people like to do, like actual fun content that lets you play your class more and things like that. I still I've been saying it for so long, right? Like I still think, dude, like fuck, man, you can finish your main character content on farm in 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, that's fucking exaggeration. Shit, 2 hours? I don't know. 2 hours a week though? Fuck me, that's low. You do the main raid and then the rest of them are on farm, you know? The other thing is they're gonna introduce a new director, right? And I feel like they're like, oh, I want to keep it a surprise. It's just gonna be a random Korean guy, right? Like realistically, it's just gonna be a random Korean guy. And no one's gonna know. It's just gonna be this awkward moment, right? Like he's gonna get introduced onto stage and then that's it though, right? Like no, like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's not going to be this pog crazy moment, right? It's just going to be some random dude. I mean, whoever it is, famous or not, he'll need to prove by action, not fame. I mean, yeah, but it'll take time for them to do that. That takes a long. Also, look at this cosplaying, dude. Look at this thigh rain. Holy shit. Also, that Mokoko's got a fat dumper, man. Holy moly. Oh my God. Well, I didn't see this. God damn, man. Some of them look crazy, man. I guess looking a little crazy there. Dude, the dwarf's insane though. What? Anyway, what was I saying? So I'm like very conflicted, man. Part of me is sad that like, how many of you guys, well, probably not a lot of you probably aren't bummed that he's leaving. Is anybody bummed or worried that he's leaving at all? For me, it's like, I am kind of bummed because like a lot of the reason, I guess it's just not as impactful to a lot of you guys. Because for me, it was like, that's why I started playing was him, the way he would talk about the game back then. But maybe it just doesn't matter, huh? Yeah, I'm bummed. I think he did equal parts good and bad for the game. The problem is, though, is we're probably going to get some guy that's not going to be as cool, man. We're probably going to get some guy that would never do shit like this. We're probably going to get some fucking random soy Andy. that's gonna come in and just be super shy and like, oh, sorry guys, sorry for the balance patch update. We apologize. I'm sorry. You didn't like the balance patch. I'm sorry. That's what we're gonna get, and it's just gonna suck. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I mean, if the guy's boring but brings good changes, isn't that better? Yes, but I don't know if we. I don't know if I guess what I'm saying is I don't think I actually believe that the new guy's gonna come in hot and start dropping some banger changes. I think it's more than likely he doesn't take any risks. The game already has a really standard formula for how it works. You know what I mean? It's like new Chaos Dungeon, new Guardian Raid, Abyss Dungeon into Legion Raid, Abyss Dungeon. Now, however, the only thing would be that right now, the game is at a pivotal turning point in terms of there's no more Legion Raids left. There are no Legion Raids left, so it gives him the opportunity to try something different. I just don't know if he will. The thing is, you guys, is the tier 4 bus, this is shit that I've been saying, but the reality is, I want it, but the reality is, man, is they don't give a fuck about us. Respectfully, they don't give a fuck. There is like 40,000 of you guys. No kizzy, no cap on a stack. There's like 40,000 of you guys that log in on the daily. Probably more total. Okay? That isn't shit. You're like one district in China, right? So that's the truth, man. This is the cycle of Korean MMOs. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's good for the overall health of the game, but over there, it's like the game's a little bit different, right? Korea, it's like, oh, Paul Crazy in the chat, new Hyper Express. It's like Maple Story and Lost Ark run that shit. Like Maple Story and Lost Ark run Korea already. And so they already have, like over here, it's different, but you know what I mean? I don't think on their mind, they're like, yo, like let's release tier 4 and re-tap into the market. We'll see. I don't know. That's my, as much as I want it, it depends, right? Imagine this though. You know what would be a less controversial thing is just saying season 3. Like when are they going to do season 3? I feel like that would be a more pog crazy, less controversial thing. I don't know what it would represent or what would it mean. I mean, what does season 2 really mean? I don't know. I'm guessing season 3 would be a post Kazaros. Could be. Yeah, that makes sense. I was watching Benji stream and he was talking about how he said he was watching TL gameplay. And he was like, fuck, man, I wish Lost Ark had a better engine. And man, that is my copium wish, which is not going to happen because they said that like, oh, updating Unreal Engine 5 is like a big thing. And if they started working on it, it would take a long time. But fuck, man, I just wish they would update character models at least or something. First of all, this room is fucking insane. What is this room? Look at this room. Is this a room for, like, what is this? Bro, look at this fucking dude. Look at the bitrate. Bro, my face is probably getting so pixelated on stream. Look at the fucking bitrate just going to shit. Yeah, the newer areas in the game look good, right? But like, for example, like look at how shitty this looks. Like, look how shitty like these pillars look. Like, I don't know, like can't they, why, they look like plastic. Like, why are these the textures? Like, why are some of the textures so bad? And like some of this stuff, like Theamine, when I was watching Theamine's raid and he comes up like, and like you do the counter mech with the sword. You can't. He looks like a pile of plastic. It looks like melted plastic. What are you comparing them to though? It looks better than most of those, no? I mean, I guess you're right. Fair enough. I guess you're right. I guess Lost Ark does look better than most, but I just want some new shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want some new like I want to see. Dude. I just imagine going into a raid or like seeing a striker with a fucking Unreal Engine 5 glow or Unreal Engine a sick fucking updated glow. Holy shit. Like in a city, like the visuals, the effects. Fuck, man. The raid, I don't know. I would love that. I mean, didn't they say they were going to update the monkey? What happened to that? Did they even do that or no? They did and we got it? Wait, did we have the new monkey too? I didn't even notice it. Wait, really? Is it noticeable? Or maybe I haven't done monkey since when did we get the update? Was it this past one? When was the monkey graphics update? Because I don't even, if we could update the character models to be, like the character models, right? If we could give the monkey, if they can sauce up the monkey then have them sauce up our character models a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because then, okay, we'll see. Maybe their code is rated so shitty that they can't just change the UE5. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do about the engine updates of the game. I have no idea. Fuck, I'm excited though. I think there will be a couple of cool announcements. I'll give you guys my predictions for it. I'm gonna have a very lenient. I feel like what they've talked about beforehand will happen at LOA ON. They'll talk about it, and so that for me is kind of enough for what I want. I have some copium hopes, but my big thing is a revamp of the horizontal. I feel like horizontal deadass fucking is. I feel like horizontal literally ruined Jumpstart because it made it so like I'm not doing that. Right? It just, oh, you want me to reform all of my runes? Fuck that. You know what I mean? That's like at a baseline, right? At a baseline, they redo horizontal. I would love to see something more be done with cards, you know? I would love to see something be more, because then it's like, oh, you want to play on NAOS on a character all Hyper Express on Path to Soul Eater, I can hop in easily, right? Because that's the problem. Like you start on a new region, you don't want to feel like you're so monumentally behind. You already got other things to overcome, right? It shouldn't be the horizontal. The horizontal should not be the other thing holding you back. You don't think they're going to redo the horizontal, Kath? That is one of my guaranteed points of discussion. I think, Kath, them redoing horizontal is on the menu 100%. I think that's my one of my guaranteed. I think they're going to redo for me, this is my prediction, right? So my reasoning for predicting the horizontal revamp is 2 reasons. Okay, so I'll give you, fuck it. Do I just do my predictions right now? All right, fuck it. We'll do it as we go. No pad it up. Do I still have it? It's lit. Oh yeah, here we go. Horizontal revamp to your Alt L. This is pretty much based on 2 things. A, he had mentioned it before that they wanted to redo it and they showed a screen where they took out 2 things, saying that they don't want everything else to feel more like these. And the 2 things they pulled out was the music box and the Makokos. They said they wanted everything else to fall in line with the Makoko seeds and the music box. What is unique about the Makoko seeds and the music box? They don't fucking really matter. And then Lustboy told me that he remembered hearing Gold River at his last stream kind of hinted at it again. So I feel like that system, if they revamp it, is a massive W for anybody to hop into the game and play without it. And the reason why I say this is Armin, my BDO friend, wanted to play Lost Ark and he wanted to play Lunar Reaper at the time. And I realized he had no wealth runes. And so when I realized he had no wealth runes, I'm like, oh, you literally can't play the game for a month. That's fucking trash, right? It's so bad, right? So my other class prediction, you guys, also this room is cool as fuck. My other prediction, this is a bold prediction, but I'm gonna guess the next class is a pirate. That is gonna be my guess, is a female pirate, okay? That's my personal prediction. Why female though? Because fucking booba, bro. No shot? No, hear me out. So Soul Eater has a model in the game as a guy with the scythe, right? So it exists in the world. Pirates also exist in the world. Then randomly during his last stream, he goes, oh, we're gonna do a separate storyline for Black Fang. When do they ever do random, why would they randomly say, hey guys, we're gonna randomly do a storyline for Black Fang. You would wanna do a storyline, introduce a new character. So Black Fang story, pirate mommy, they get a bunch of there's a bunch of fucking ships and shit in the game. I feel like it's more reasonable than a lot of the other ones. So that's my personal prediction. Everyone has a prediction. No one knows for sure. That's mine. Black Fang's hot, big booba. There's pirates in the game. They're going to do a Black Fang storyline for her. All right, we'll see. It's going to be a male pirate because the last 3 classes have all been female. No, because we got male scrapper. That's my prediction. I mean, it could be wrong, guys. I'm not saying it's fucking accurate. I'm not saying I'm right. It's a prediction. It's a guess. Like, what is your class prediction? Don't say female or male sharpshooter. Your new class archetype prediction. Most people are going to say Samurai Aya because of the mobile game, right? Like, I feel like Pirate's a pretty good guess. I feel like Pirate is an actual good guess. New class. You know what, Pally? No. New class. Not gender unlock. Something that doesn't exist in the game today. Dude, I don't want a male specialist, though. Holy fuck, I would be sad. Easy cool. I don't know if I'd want a Shandy. Unless it is a Chrono Time Mancer kind of vibe. Then maybe, right? If it's like you can slow down time and freeze time and some kind of Shandy, then sure. But if it's just like fucking, I don't know. I'm cool with whatever, but what about a Balthor class? A dwarf? Could be cool. Is there a priest in the game, by the way? There's not a priest, huh? That's interesting. Do we have a priest? We don't. Armin, yeah, but like as a class, there's nothing that paladin, right? No, not. I'm bringing it up because of Armin. I do hope they do something to address the support situation. I really do. I mean, I have it under my 85% sure that they'll talk about it. They need to do something. These are the things that I really want to see that I'm sure they will talk. These are my predictions, by the way. This is what I would love. I doubt these are going to happen. These are my copium. Copium means it's like fucking, like you're breathing. That's like copium. You know what copium means, right? It's like literally not going to probably happen. This is what I think. If they hit these, I'll be really happy. Make them rot with their 3 skills per minute. But the problem with K-pop is they're too strong, man. They're too strong. And I know that if you're a support player, you want that, but like, there's too much reliance on them. They're responsible for too much damage. I don't know. They need to do something, man. Either make it easier for them to tell if they're juicing and like give them a reason to notice if they're playing better, because there's not much from that. There's not much like oomph. Well, removing yearning would make the game feel worse. So I don't know if I want them to remove yearning, because then playing without yearning feels pretty terrible, right? Like, I feel like you could never go back to playing without yearning. It feels pretty shit not having it. So maybe yearning would have to be baked into the game somehow. You know? They got to do something, right? They got to do something about supports. I do want them to do that. Yeah. Some kind of cool, like, gameplay mechanic, right? Dude, the thing is, man, it's so weird. I know it's so weird because a lot of you only know that I played Lost Ark. That's it. But I usually really like playing like a hybrid support role. And there's not too much of that. There is Gunlancer, but yeah, there's not. I like being on the, but usually they're OP when they're like that though. Just, I don't know. I wish support had more oomph. I wish support had more like fucking damn. You could apply some. I wish, dude. I wish you could apply a little bit of damage to your group. It had more impact or something. I'm thinking more of Disc Priest. Disc Priest is the best example ever, dude. Disc Priest has like some damage skills. Shielding. It has a lot of shielding. It does have healing obviously, but it can heal through doing some damage too. See, dude, that's my point, right? Whoever we get is not gonna be like him. Granted, the new guy could be goated, but he's probably not gonna be as goofy, you know? Dude, it's gonna be some random ass Korean guy who's gonna come out there and just be hella shy. I don't know, he said if he doesn't have anything, if he doesn't, anytime something goes wrong, they'll keep asking him to come back. Yeah, that's the problem, yeah. If he's still working at the company, they're gonna keep asking him to come back every time something's going wrong. You know what bothers me a lot though? Motherfucker, I feel like some of the shit that was wrong at the time and has been wrong isn't even fucking hard to fix though. No kizzy, like, okay, I think the shards of fate or whatever, the shards of destiny, the fucking, what, like those were a cool, okay, granted, that was a cool thing. Like that, I would say was a cool, you know, it was a cool implementation. But like some of the stuff, I'm like, come on, motherfucker. Like the Guardians to 1. But like, bro, I mean, let's be fucking real here. Like what? Maybe he knows the game will go into shit. So he's dipping. Well, he said he was going to dip before. He already dipped, boys. He dipped. And then they literally made him come back because they fucked up so bad. And then he said that when he came back to that stream, he said, I'm going to dip and up by low on. And so it's time for him to dip. I mean, the reality is, boys, is that like, if the game literally fucking sucks because he's not there, then it's ridiculous, right? Some of the shit's not that hard to fucking figure out, right? Like, that is my list, boys. That is my LOA on list. Around, I don't know why it's not working. Around a lot of the comments were positive though, and people just being sad that he's gone. So it is sad that he's gone. To be honest, I'm a little bummed, but I think regardless, it'll make for an exciting time. I don't think the new guy is going to be risky at all, though.